Okay, so this is where we turn right. All right, y'all, here we are back here in Southern California. We're looking to find an estimated, we have about 4 or 5 cars pinned that we know about. Will we be able to find them? We don't know. But I want to show you a couple things we just seen on this wicked turnout up here. We are on Calhalco Road. I believe this is the city of Riverside or Corona. I'll let you know later in the video what city we're in. I honestly don't even know. But this is a pretty insane canyon. And there's been a lot of accidents. Many accidents in this canyon. There's lots of stories I've heard through the years. So we came to see what it's all about. I have my wind muffler on, so this should be a very clear video today. Look at all these crosses on this turn. Look at this. These are all for people that have lost their lives. Wow. This is extremely steep as well. You can't walk down this. I mean, you could probably slide down it, but you're not going to make it back up. So, sometime today we'll try to contact this company and see if we could film on their premises. Because I see 10 cars down there. Look at all that metal down there, just laying everywhere. That's from vehicles. And a lot of these people have lost their lives on this curve. Even though they put guardrails, look, people have still hit it.
This person hit it a little bit harder, they would have gone through.
People have pounded this thing. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, literally, if they would have hit it a little bit harder, they would have gone through.
Yeah.
You can see where the bolt is slid.
Look at that. So we're going to try to get you know, today's 4th of July, so I bet this place is not even open. They might not let us, or we probably can't even get a hold of them. But ask them if we could film down there on their property. But let's keep walking here in this shoulder. I've seen something else that looked kind of interesting. Wow, look at this. It's a guy's helmet. United States Marine. Wow. It just shows you guys, this is just a wicked. This is considered a dead man's curve right here, guys. You can see all the crosses and the cars down there. But we don't have these cars pinned here on our daily adventure. We have other cars lined up. So we could do a whole video about this. I'll just leave this unsearched, this whole area. And I'm gonna contact this company, ask them if I can film the cars still on their property. It'd be very, very interesting. But let's get going here. Let's walk back to the van and try to find these cars we have pinned on our GPS. We actually have cell phone service, so this is going to be an easy day. But remember, whenever you say something's going to be easy, it's not. So let's not say that. Look at all this car remains. Pieces, parts, glass, plastic. All from people hitting this. It's just a bad, bad turn right here. I mean, this is just probably a small percentage of the people that have lost their lives right here. This should be a very interesting video. We're gonna hike down to these cars using even rope if needed. So let's get going. Check out how high these weeds are out here. All right, y'all, James is headed out there. He's gonna see if he can see this first car. Then he's gonna report back to us. All right, y'all, he says there's a car down there, not a Suburban. I thought I seen a Suburban on my GPS, but we might be in the wrong cutout. There's a lot of cutouts in these canyons, and the cars just fall into these cutouts. So we're on the wrong cutout, but at least there's a car there. We're gonna go back to the van, suit up, and we're gonna crawl down there. All right, y'all, here goes nothing. We're gonna start hiking down here. Got the snake gaiters on, the hiking boots, a bag full of water. Let's do this. All right, y'all, here's the first image of the vehicle. Looks to be some type of four-door car. From here, I say it's a four-door Civic, and it came down far, way far. So let's see if we could get down there. All right, y'all, this looks like we can make it to it, but it's extremely steep, and we're kind of sliding down this grass a little bit. So we got to use extreme caution here. Stay tuned. This car has a lot of damage. We haven't made it to it yet, but we're almost there. Is that hikeable, James? Because right here looks really steep. Let's keep rolling. All right, guys, this is, like I said earlier, this looked easy. Sounded easy, but it's not easy. It's not easy, guys. We're almost there. It's a Nissan? You think somebody was in it? Are the airbags deployed?
Yeah.
So that means someone was in. That means the key was on.
Well, considering it looks like it came from that way.
Wow. Dude, this car landed in a wicked spot. It's weird how all these cars land in these cuts, right? Oh yeah, someone was in here. I wonder if they lived. Airbags deployed. Look how far back that door's pushed. You can't even, it's jammed. Look at the impact on the front wheel, how it's crushed into the door and it pushed the door this way.
Considering the hinges aren't even lined up anymore.
Yeah.
See that car?
Oh, there's another car down here? Where? I didn't see that car.
Maybe it was a threefer.
James has a surprise for us, y'all. There's another car down here. Dude, this is on a wicked hill. Yeah, for those of you tuning into my channel, we're looking for mostly old cars. We'll find these modern ones, but our goal is 50s, 60s cars. Let me try to crawl around to the other side of this car. Hold on a minute. All right, y'all, so here's the engine bay on the Nissan. Looks like someone might have came up and took the radiator out. There's the air conditioning condenser right there. Hope this car don't fall on you, James. I'm standing on it. Can you imagine if it let loose right now? Yeah. Guys, so this is some kind of Nissan. I can't really tell what type it is. I can't open the door. Huh? James said it's a Versa, so. That's a Toyota down there? I'm gonna go down there, guys. Let's move on. All right, y'all, here's the front of the Toyota. I cannot believe we left our hiking sticks in the truck. This makes it a lot harder for us, especially coming back out. You can't have that extra push behind you, but look, the keys in the ignition. One single key. So does that mean this is an accident, an insurance thing? Like, you just never know. I would give you guys the VIN number, but I can't open the door. I'm hoping this car don't let loose right now because it'd kill us. Let's get down here and see what this is. All right, guys, look on this Toyota. Somebody came down here and unbolted the exhaust manifold. Look at that. That's crazy. Somebody backpacked tools in down here and took that part off. Oh, and they cut the catalytic converter off also. Look, the cat's gone. The whole exhaust system's gone, honestly. From pirates, car pirates. I'm gonna crawl down here and take a closer look. All right, guys, I made it down to the Toyota. Looks like, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna try to get down lower and see if I can see the back trunk lid, and we'll see what exactly is going on. What?
This one looks like a chop job.
There's another car there?
Sent you a picture of it?
You did?
Yeah.
Supposedly there's another car in this crack. But this, guys, if you know about Toyotas, let me know. Here's the back trunk area. We can't access any of it, so it's almost impossible to look at the VIN or look at the door. But a matrix? I don't know what this is. But this is getting steeper and steeper. As you guys could tell, we're like this right now. And to crawl back out of here is going to be a pain in the butt. So let's go film this third car in this gully, and then we'll hike out of here and go find more. All right, guys, we came up to a point where there's really no point to go any further, but there's like a part of a car down there that someone's cut up and then thrown off the side. Or either that, they cut it up down here, but you can't even tell what it is. Looks like a boat steering wheel, huh? It's just like a part of a car. James, why'd you let me hike out here with no hiking stick?
I told you to grab your stick, but you know, that's you.
I didn't hear you.
Question is, how'd you get me out here walking with slick dry weeds?
I know, with no hiking stick. And guys, hold this moment where he's standing, look past him, and what do you see on that hillside back there? It's either a Hummer, a Jeep, an Expedition, an Explorer. This canyon is riddled with cars, but how many cars have we touched today? 2. That's our goal, is to touch them, not point to them like this. Our goal is to touch them, but I'm not going to crawl down there and touch that car because I don't really care about it. It's not a complete car, it's just parts and pieces. So let's continue on. Let's hike back to the van, go to the next turnout and see if we can get closer to some of these vehicles that we have pinned on our GPS. All right, guys, we're back to the first car. I'm going to show you the emblems on here, but I'm not going to show you the license plate. We actually flipped open the trunk area. SV, Nissan, Versa. And there's a license plate on this car, but I don't want to get involved with finding stolen cars and stuff, so we're going to leave it anonymous. I'm making this channel for an adventure, not really a whole theft thing, you know. But let's crawl out of here. What'd you find? There's scrap metal all through this canyon.
Yeah, it's scrap metal.
Let's keep rolling. Holy crap. You could say it's hot out here. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I'll look when I get to the van. But we're pouring sweat. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere here.
Because, dude, I ain't walking to that.
Guys, look at all these foxtails. And I've already been taking them out forever. We still have a lot of journey ahead of us today, but I'm just trying to get all this stuff out of my shoe. All right, y'all, we found the car with the drone. We couldn't find it just from looking over because it was kind of hidden, but the car is about there according to the drone. All right, y'all, so right here I'm just flying around trying to see if we missed anything in the last crevice. A lot of times when you're down these crevices, it could adjust 5 or 10 feet and you won't see a certain car. So that's why you got to look over everything with a fine-tooth comb. Notice the car in the left-hand corner right there. I didn't see that car when I was flying the drone. Like I said, when you're in and out in the sunlight, there's a huge glare on the drone screen. You can't see all the small details. So I actually did not see the drone until I panned up right here. I shot it towards space. I did a maximum height on the drone, and then I seen it come in the frame again right there. So right there is when I noticed it. But we had a big surprise on the next drone clip you'll see right now. We're pretty blown away by what we found. Look at that. Look at that old car down there. It has a levered hood. What type of car would have a cut up hood like that? That's a vintage car. So you guys will see what happens, but it kind of got ugly. Take a look of what happened. We just couldn't make it to the car, guys. It was just it got to a point where we were sliding down the hill and we couldn't stop. And we got to a point where we thought it was going to fling us over the cliff. I mean, it just got so crazy. I mean, it was just unbelievable. But see the van on the left corner up there? We're not that far. I can measure it. I'll tell you the exact measurement. But yeah, it got to a point where it felt like our life was in jeopardy. It doesn't look steep here. That's what's crazy with drone video and Google video. You can't really judge the steepness of anything until you go out and put your boots to the dirt, is when you find the real story of what's going on. But I'm going to go land the drone really quick, and then here it is. So look at all this trash out here, man. Just everywhere on these turnouts. People come and throw trash over the side. Stay tuned. Let's start getting it. We got our sticks. We're not going to leave our sticks behind this trip. That was a nightmare.
I mean, looking that way, the ground drops off, can't see it. Looking that way, the ground drops off, can't see it.
All right, y'all. This has gotten so steep, we're sliding. We're like literally falling to our death. So we stopped. We have to find a different entrance point. We might have to crawl in from that way. I think what we probably should have done is where we were in the beginning when we were seeing the other cars, we probably should have just crawled down to the canyon and walked most of the canyon the whole way. But
I mean, I can see the cars.
you can see the cars?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go where he is. If I don't die. Yeah. Guys, when I say we're sliding down, we're literally sliding down. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but look. Stay tuned, y'all. We're going to figure a way out.
Probably a 200 to 300 foot drop.
All right, guys, we're turning around. This got way too dangerous. So, and I'm not sure if those are rattlesnakes we hear. Bugs. We're going to have to try to find a different way in. So stay tuned, y'all. We're going to hike back out because we want to live to see tomorrow. We can't die on the 4th of July.
You want to live to post the video.
Exactly. Exactly. Where'd that Jeep on the side of the hill go, whatever it was? Oh, it's that way. All right, guys, stay tuned. We're not going to throw the towel in just yet, y'all. I left James back at the van. He's going to watch the van. I think I found a somewhat easier way to get in. And you can see it right here. I don't know if it's going to work, but I told James if I find a way, I'll call him. We'll just drop in right here and see how steep it gets. Let me put the phone away so I have two hands while I'm hiking. All right, y'all, so see, now I'm just walking at a steady pace where I'm not risking my life going to slide down this hay. And we'll see how steep it gets down towards the bottom, but look how far we've already gone. So that's a huge, huge advantage from trying to hike in from this other side. And I only walked down probably about 1,000 feet, so stay with me, y'all. We're not throwing the towel in on this one. We have to find these cars. Guys, I just hit a brick wall. Look at this. This is like 5 to 6 feet of vegetation. and I can't get around it. This is steep. You can't even walk up this, and you can't even walk up this. So it looks like I'm gonna have to give up on this one. I didn't want to, but I mean, I'm sure there's a way in. You'd have to hike from miles each direction at a different entrance point, but man, I thought I almost had it. Look, I can't walk through this. This is like thorns and needles. I don't know what this stuff is. So maybe we'll fly the drone back down. Let me put the drone back together and fly it back down to the cars to see if we can maybe identify them from the drone. I'm sorry guys, I just couldn't make it on this one. All right, y'all, I'm just doing the walk of shame back to the van. Let's try to find another car or another entrance point. And then on the next car, what we'll do is, if we make it to it, I'm staying down there. I'm just gonna hike all the way back to this car through the canyon. If I could get in that canyon today, I'm not getting out. You're gonna have to pull me out with the helicopter. I'm not getting out of that canyon. I'm gonna hunt that canyon like a dog, a bloodhound. Stay tuned. I'm a man on a mission. I got a backpack full of water, a backpack full of food. I'm ready, boy.